Page 3. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. יאי דה 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 דה, 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 יאי דה 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 דה. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. מי זאת עולה מן המדבר, מי זאת עולה מעוטרת מור, מור ולבונה, מור ולבונה. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. ליבבתיני אחותי חלה, ליבבתיני חלה, ליבבתיני אחותי חלה, ליבבתיני חלה. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. אורי צפון ובואי תימן, אורי צפון ובואי תימן. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. דודי לי ואני לא הרואה בשושנים. יה דה 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 די, יה דה 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 דה, יה דה 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 די, יה דה דה די, יה דה 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 די, יה דה 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 די, יה דה 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 די, יה די די די. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I hope that everybody was able to take a gold prayer book, our Elul prayer book, although we've already been 2 weeks into Elul, but very different services. So tonight we could pull out our book. For those who are joining us from home, welcome, and I apologize that you do not have this book with you. You could still follow along in our regular Shabbat Siddur. And we begin this evening with candles and kiddush, and it is an honor to invite forward to the bima Abby Spencer, Scott Starinchek, Jonah, and Josh. Josh will be celebrating his bar mitzvah tomorrow. And just as we have been lighting since October 7th, we continue to light 3 candles, our 2 Shabbat candles, and 1 that we light as we continue to think of those being held hostage.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, who sanctifies us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
And now at this time, if you are able, I ask you please to rise as we prepare for Kiddush.
And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam boreh peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav ve'rotavanu v'shabbat קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת amen.
And we say L'chaim, to life.
לחיים.
You may be seated. And tonight, it is a huge, big honor to invite for the first time a very special guest to our Bima, who we will hear from many times over the course of this year. I'm excited to invite forward Gaia Zohar. She is our Shinshinit this year. And if your brain, you're going, Shinshinit, what's a Shinshinit? Last year we had a Shinshin, someone on their Shnat Sherut, if you remember Ofer. Shinshinit, because Gaia is female, so slightly different. But we could still just call her a Shinshin as well. But it is an honor to invite Gaia forward. She's been with us for almost a month already, and already been active in our preschool and our religious school, and for the first time tonight, we'll be able to share a little of herself with the congregation.
Hi everyone, and Shabbat Shalom to you. I'm so excited to stand here. So, my name is Gaia Zohar, and I'm the new Shinshinit at the United Hebrew. I'm later on going to explain about what a Shinshinit is in more detail. But right now, I'm really excited to be following Ofer, Inbar, Guy, and many other Shinshinim who did an amazing job here. At this exciting moment, I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. So, the city in Israel where I come from is Ramat Gan, which is 4 miles away from Tel Aviv. I have 2 amazing parents, Tali, my mother, and Hanan, my father. I'm so excited just talking about them. And in addition to being my parents, they're also my best friends and my biggest supporters. As part of their significant role in my life and the life of many others, my parents work in psychology and run an amazing place called the Reborn Center. There, they practice a method called rebirthing, which is a breathing technique that is said to help release bad emotions and stress. Additionally, I have two brothers. Elad, my younger brother, is 12 years old and in the 7th grade. We really like to cook different foods and spend quality time together. Also, I have an older brother named Noam, which is 20 years old and is currently serving in the army. As a part of his role, he plays the saxophone in the IDF orchestra, and I'm really proud of him for that. Just like my brother Noam, I loved hearing and playing music from the moment I was born. I started singing in chores in the 1st grade, and since then, singing has become one of the main ways I use to express my feelings. After a few years of singing and even playing a bit on the piano, I decided I wanted to take my music to the next level. My mother often tells a story about the day in the 4th grade when I came to her with a totally random claim that my biggest dream out of nowhere was to start learning how to play the flute. My parents supported the dream, and nearly 10 years later, I've played this amazing instrument in many concerts and various ensembles and orchestras, and also teaching music so that others can enjoy this wonderful tool to express themselves also. In recent years, I played in the Israeli National Youth Orchestra, which increased my desire to represent my country across the world with music. Besides the amazing music, I really like to cook, bake, do flower arrangements, knit, paint, and color. In short, everything that is involved using art and creativity. Every Friday, I like to bake challah and give it to my loved ones. Additionally, I really like being a youth group counselor in the Israeli Scouts. Since the 4th grade, I have participated in the Scouts. My best friends came from there, and in the last 3 years, I've been a leader and a counselor. Even here in St. Louis, I'm involved in the Israeli Scouts for the other half of my job, and I came intending to give others the amazing gift of the Israeli Scouts, just as it was given to me as a kid, and sharing the values I received from this wonderful youth movement. So, you all are probably wondering, what am I doing here? How did I get here? So, the amazing project that I'm a part of is called Shnat Shirut, in English, a year of service. It's when you choose to delay your army by a year to go and serve your country in some way. So in the city I come from, there's a large number of people who go each year on a year of service throughout the land of Israel. So a year of service in my country is something that I've always known that I want to do. But everything changed when a good friend of mine told me that he had applied for a year of service abroad. I was surprised to learn that besides me, there are hundreds of Shinshinim who leave every year to go to Jewish communities around the world. From that point on, I knew that this was the program I wanted to be in. I went through a lot of tests and reached the stage when the Jewish agency determined which community is the best fit for me. As a girl who has never been in the US, you can probably imagine the confusion I felt when I heard that I'm going to go to the St. Louis community. What is this place? Like, where is it in the world? But after speaking with some previous Shinshinim that were here, I heard that this is such a special place like no other in the world. At this point, the excitement began, and so did the endless preparations for the flight. And of course, with the decision to fly so far away came many concerns. How would I cope with the complete changes for everything I've known since I was born? But no one prepared me for the worst of all, leaving my country while it's going through such a difficult time. During my year of service application process, the date of October 7th arrived, which changed everything. When the war started in Israel, the desire to go to the army as quickly as possible naturally came along with it. Suddenly, everything else seemed insignificant compared to the urge to protect and defend my country. How could I delay my military service and fly so far away from my country when at home alarms are still sounding and there are so many hostages that are still being held? This thought stayed with me for a long time till I decided that I wanted to come to the United States with the goal of bringing Israel with me. So just like that, Israel and I packed a suitcase together, boarded the plane. Of course, we had a little bit delay on the security, but at the end we arrived in St. Louis with a huge goal to accomplish. So in here, I want to talk about Israel. I want to talk about the special traditions and the holidays, about the slang and the way that people talk in Israel. I want to talk about the important people, the Israeli people that you should know of. And of course, I'm going to talk about the music, the Israeli music and music in general, and teach you some of my favorite songs and melodies. I'm also going to talk about the Israeli food and teach how to make some great dishes, which will make my grandmother in Israel really proud. And most importantly, I will speak of my feelings about Israel and why it's so special to me. Luckily for me, just a month ago, I arrived at a place called United Hebrew. I felt supported by so many people who helped me with whatever I needed. There are so many smart children from the ECC to the religious school that only want to learn and listen, which is so amazing to me. Everyone is so nice and welcoming, and I just want to thank you guys for this. I feel that we're going to have such an amazing year together. So please, come and reach out to me. I want to hear all about you, your connection to Israel, about the stories of you from when you were there, your feelings about being Jewish in this time, your family members or friends who live in Israel, who knows, maybe we're neighbors. And most importantly, come and ask me everything that you want to know. I'm here exactly for that. And I know that we all can benefit greatly from each other. And I feel that this is exactly the reason why I am here. So thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to meet each one of you personally. That's it.
Thank you, Gaia. And one of the things that we'll task you with, too, is when you go home many, 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 many months from now, as she said, you find out you're coming to St. Louis, and everybody says, where? And I find when you're in Israel, you have to say, it's near Chicago, because they all seem to know Chicago, but nobody knows St. Louis. So the more Shinshinim that we have coming through St. Louis, one day, when we are walking through Israel and we say, oh, we're from St. Louis, I know exactly where that is. The arch is there, whatever. The Cardinals, people will know about it. So that's a task you will take back with you. We continue now as we move through our service and welcome in Shabbat. We continue on page 14, down towards the bottom of the page. Never mind, we're going to page 15. Oh, my bad, I remember we talked about that. Page 15, as we come to the Psalms, welcoming in Shabbat.
So when I heard that we're going to have a shinshin that is musical, I was so excited. And then I met Gaia, so I really got excited. And to continue the theme of music, this is Amru Adonai, sing with harp to the living source, with harp and sacred song, with ram's horn, that's the shofar, and trumpets, sorry Gaia, no flute. Rage a shout before the sovereign of eternity. Let the sea and its fullness make thunderous noise, the world and its inhabitants. This is Zamru Ladonai. Your part. Let's make some noise. Yai, lai, lai, lai. Yai, la, 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 lai. Yai, lai, la, 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 lai. Lai, la, 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 lai. Ya, la, lai, lai, la, 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 lai. Yai, la, 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 lai. I promise you know all the words. Let's try this together. Ya, la, lai. Zamru Ladonai.
continue on page 22 in our prayer books as we come to Lecha Dodi.
Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, lalalai, lalalai, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, lalalai, lalalai, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor bedibur echad ishmiyanu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'l'tiferet ve'lithilah. Let's hear you. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai lalalai lalalai penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai lalalai lalalai penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem ne'asucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kalai yalalai lalalai lalalai penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kalai yalalai lalalai lalalai penei Shabbat nekabela. Vo'i v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha u'vetzola toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kalai yalalai lalalai lalalai penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai lalalai lalalai penei Shabbat nekabela.
We remain standing and turn to page 26 for Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach
we continue together on page 28 with Ma'ariv Aravim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim. uvitvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtsono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. And on page 30, we read together, Love beyond all space and time. Your love enfolds your people, Yisrael. We receive it in your teaching, your gift of Torah, sacred obligations, discipline, and law. So let us speak these teachings when we lie down and rise up, and find joy forever in your Torah and mitzvot. They are the very essence of our life, ours to ponder and study all our days. May we never lose or be unworthy of your love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael, for you are blessed, the one who loves your people, Yisrael. And together on page 32 and 33.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
And we join together on page 35. We'll join together in this Ve'ahavta for Elul. Page 35. You shall love the ones who are close with all your heart, with all your spirit, with all your strength. Remember these words, inscribe them on your heart. Love them when they struggle, when they sadden and disappoint you. Love them when they fail. See the good within them, even when they can't. Look at them and listen, even when it's hard. Be grateful for their guidance, even their reproof, when they save you from yourself. Love them when they give you joy, and love them when they don't. When you lie down, let go of anger. When you rise up at dawn, begin again. Praise them for their deeds at home. Speak to them in public with respect. Bind yourself to the ones you love, with promises kept and vows fulfilled. Open to them the gates of your heart, the doorway of your soul, and let them know you. So shall the ones you cherish feel your love, your presence, and your care. And we turn in our prayer books to page 38. True and faith, these are fundamental to our existence. God alone is their source, and we are Israel, a people of God. Our sovereign saves us from tyranny, redeems us from its violence through countless wonders, from its brutality through great feats beyond measure. We are Israel, a people of God, the giver of life, who would not let our feet give way, the maker of miracles for us against Pharaoh, of signs and portents in the land of Egypt, the one who brought our people Israel from its midst to enduring freedom. And we'll find Mi Chamocha on page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר
our song of freedom as we move toward a prayer for peace that asks God to shelter us as the evening begins to fall. And we turn to page 42 for Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim Hashkivenu Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us in hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim
And as we prepare now for the Amidah, the central section of our prayer this evening, we turn to page 48. And I just want to point out that in this prayer book, certainly you may follow along with us in the Hebrew, but as this is a prayer book that is meant for the month of Elul, there are many reflections and meditations here that might call your attention or speak to you. And so I invite you to also pay attention to that left side of the book, those blue pages that are in there. We rise now as we turn to page 48.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומיתו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה גיבור קדוש לעולמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. And we continue now on page 63 as we join together at the top of the page. Page 63. Bring joy to my life of service when I turn to you for purpose and hope. God, teach me your path. Your truth will guide my steps. Point my heart toward awe, your name the center of my devotion. And we turn to page 69. For all these gifts, for the gifts I received today, air in my lungs, pulse in my veins, my restless mind alive and curious, awakening suddenly to beauty, for love and the memory of love, forgiveness when I didn't deserve it, another chance at life. Let my soul give thanks to you. Let me not forget your kindness. And we turn to page 70 for a prayer for peace as we read together. Peace, profound and lasting, all-embracing. Peace, let this be your gift to Israel, your people. In your goodness, author of peace, bless us and all people, every season, every hour, with the peace that is yours to give. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael bashalom. You, Adonai, are the blessed one who blesses us with peace. And at this time, we turn our hearts and our thoughts, we turn our prayers inward. As first, we offer a prayer, a blessing, a hope, a wish that we have been saying for the past 11 months, almost 12 months, as we turn to the words asking God, Matir Asurim, to free our captives.
Baruch atah Adonai. Try that. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam. Try that.
turn now to a prayer for the state of Israel. I invite Norm Beister forward, who is here from Israel Bonds, to lead us in this prayer for the state of Israel.
O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread it over in the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
And we turn in our prayer books to page 77. As we turn our prayers, our hearts, our thoughts now towards those in our communities, our friends, our loved ones, those we know who are in need of healing. And tonight, if you are thinking of someone who is in need and you would like to add their name to our prayer, I ask you at this time to please rise. And together we'll call those names aloud of those who are in need of healing. We take all of those names into our hearts as we ask God to grant them a refuah shlema, a full healing. You may be seated, and we now join together in singing Mishaberach. Take a moment for silent and personal prayer.
שבתי בבית אדוני כל ימי חיי, לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלו, לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלו. אחת שאלתי בעת אדוני אותה אבקש, אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה אבקש. שבתי בבית אדוני כל ימי חיי, לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלו, לחזות בנועם בנועם אדוני ולבקר בהיכלו. יאי די 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 יאי די 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 יאי די 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 די.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to you. My name is Helene Sherman, and I am a member of the United Hebrew Board of Trustees. First, we want to thank Norm Beister from Israel Bonds for sponsoring the Shabbos Nash this evening. Tomorrow, I'm going to push this down just a little bit. Okay. Tomorrow, there will be Torah study at 9 o'clock in the morning at Jablon Youth Lounge or Zoom. And the bar mitzvah of Josh Starenchek at 10:30 a.m. in the Millstone Sanctuary and live stream. Mazel tov to Joshua. Where are you, Joshua? Mazel tov. On becoming a bar mitzvah. And then painting Elul with Rabbi Rosenberg at 12:30 in the Jablon Youth Lounge as well. And you can join on September 28th as well. There are more events coming up. Monday, September 23rd at 7 o'clock, Screams Before Silence film viewing. Cheryl Sandberg captures first-person testimonies from those who are sharing their experiences mere months after October 7th. Friday, September 27th at 6:30, Shabbat service will be there with artist-in-residence Joe Buckingham. And Saturday, September 28th, Shaluka dinners. We were going to join members of the United Hebrew family for dinner for services. We make the reservations, you pay for them. That's how it works. Times vary by location. And Thursday, October 3rd, from 1:30 to 4, Rosh Hashanah will be celebrated in the orchard at Eckert's Millstadt Fun Farm. RSVP by 9/27, but see the website for all the information that you need. And Thursday, October 17th at 7 o'clock, speaker Tal Schneider will provide a retrospect of the military and social implications of the October 7th attack on Israel. Upcoming special Shabbat services. This is a busy time of year. Saturday, October 19th at 10 will be the Family Shabbat. And Friday, November 1st at 6:30 will be Shabbat Alive with Rick Dreck, which is always wonderful. And Friday, November 8th at 6:30 will be Shabbat and the installation of Cantor Sherelle Richmond. For additional information on High Holy Day services and programs, upcoming classes and programs, please visit the UH website. And thank you, as always, to our tech team for making it possible for all of us to be together virtually and in person. Please check the website for and call, if you wish, the office for the hours of the gift shop. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Shabbat Shalom.
And I just want to emphasize one of the announcements that was made. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat services are at 10:30 a.m. Tomorrow morning. Normally they're at 10, newly they're at 10. Tomorrow morning they're at 10:30. There's a lot of confused faces. They're at 10:30, Torah studies at 9. Just you heard that correct, as Helene said. 10:30. Yes, Susie, 10:30. Now you know. We turn in our prayer books. I'm going to double check. Corey, did you have any slips out there? Okay, I'm just going to ask, is anybody celebrating an anniversary in this month? It is September. Okay. I just want to make sure we didn't miss a blessing. If you are celebrating at home, we wish you Mazal Tov on your wedding anniversary. We turn to page 78 in our prayer books. If you are able, I ask you please to rise for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. And we turn to page 85 in our prayer books. Our thoughts turn to loved ones whom death has taken from us in recent days, and those who died at this season in years past. Our hearts open as well to the wider circles of loss in our community and wherever grief touches the human family. Tonight, this Shabbat, we have the sacred duty and the sacred honor, together with the family of Dr. Robert A. Levy, to dedicate and to inscribe his name on the Rabbi Samuel L. Thurman Memorial Wall in the hall. Each year, as we come to Dr. Robert Levy's yahrzeit, we will lovingly remember him together with his family here at United Hebrew. This Shabbat, the heartfelt condolences of our congregation go out to the families of Jerry Glick, Elaine Holtzman Goldenberg, Horty Levinson, Peggy Millblocker, and Deborah Rothman. We are in the period of Shloshim for Benita Breimer, Ori Danino, Carmel Gott, Hirsch Goldberg Poland, Alex Lubinoff, Almag Sarusi, Norton M. Sternick, Arnie Sumner, Michael Towerman, and Eden Yerushalmi. This week, this Shabbat, we observe the yahrzeits and we lovingly remember Shifra Alper, Bertha Lees Barron, Robert Blumberg, Barbara Bornstein, Mordecai B. Brown, Dennis E. Cohen, Jean Dubman, Ida B. Epstein, Louis C. Epstein, Frida W. Fadum, Edith A. Falk, Nathan Feinberg, Samuel Furman, Shirley Jagist Finbloom, Frank H. Fishgall, Jacob Fishgall, Jerome Friedman, Aline L. Ginsberg, Natalie Ginsberg, Ruth Goodman, Clifford John Gray, Marilyn Margulis Green, Rosalind M. Grossberg, Lillian Hartman, Howard Hersicorn, Leon Hurwitz, Jenny Jaffer, Selma Berger Jagist, Goldie Jasper, Saul B. Kaiser, Gerald Zale Katz, Bernard Barney Keene, Reuben Colton, Irene Shirley Krell, Harold M. Kensler, Abraham Leon Lees, Lawrence Stewart Lees, Dr. Robert A. Bob Levy, Annette Carl Markovsky, Sidney S. Marks, Rolf Mayer, Arthur Lewis Mayer, Dorothy Minner, Goldie Lasky Olean, Paul Devereaux Olean, Saul Pattis, Sam Platt, Eleanor Rain, Carl J. Reifler, Isaac Rosenberg, Doris P. Sagan, Morris Sanders, Michael A. Sanofsky, Estelle F. Schultz, Dorothy M. Sherman, Minnie Sorkin Circus, Dr. Mari Sosnoff, Louis Stahl, Elaine Stein, Betty Steinberg, Thomas Stone, Lyle Stone, Laura Tabachnik, Esther G. Thea, Christine Marie Wagman, Flora Weisberg, Morris L. Weiss, Sanford Willick, Addie Wolf. If one of these loved ones is yours, I invite you now to rise so that we may recognize the memory of your loved one. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. And I now invite everyone to rise and stand with our mourners for Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 86. Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevorach leolam omei omaya. Yit barach ve'yish tabach ve'yit pa'ar ve'yit romam ve'yit naseh ve'yit hadar ve'yit alev ve'yit halal shemei dekudasha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiram be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. And as we are in the month of Elul, we turn to page 8. We heard these words. Cantor Richmond sang them just after our silent prayer. And we end our service with words from Psalm 27 and with the sound of the shofar as it wakes us up and prepares us for Rosh Hashanah, which is quite literally just around the corner. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai, just one thing I have asked of God. Only this do I seek, to dwell in God's house all the days of my life, to behold divine sweetness and beauty, and to gaze in delight at God's temple. Tekiah. Shabbat Shalom.